Good morning, family, and welcome to what I'm calling the routine. This is Dr. B, and for the next 365 days, we're going to do this together. And we're not going to do it perfectly, but we are going to do it consistently. You know, we all talk about wanting a routine. We talk about discipline, consistency, faith, growth, but most of us don't actually have a routine that we can return to every single day. This isn't going to be me teaching you from the outside. This is me committing to becoming with you. So if you hang with me for 30 days, you'll build a powerful habit. If you hang with me for 90 days, it will change your life. But if you hang with me for all 365 days, your life will never be the same. And that, my friend, is a complete promise. As people who want to live their best lives, we need to be intentional. No, we have to be intentional. And for the next 365 days, if you join me, this is how we will start our day. We will wake up on purpose. We will protect our focus. We will not be distracted by opening our phones, devices, TV, computers, etc. until we are done here. We will hydrate immediately. We will create stillness through our breathing. We will work on our connection and our identity through a short devotional. We will focus on our gratitude. We will set our intention for the day. We will plan to make a connection with somebody this day. We will make and keep at least one promise to ourselves. And at some point today, we will move our body, not together, but you can do exercise, you can get it done. So now listen, if you're just finding us today, whether it's day 1 or day 200, you're right on time. These days don't build on each other, but each one stands on its own, and it's about consistency. And I understand because of the time zone, we're doing it at 6:30 Mountain Time, but whatever, you might have kids, you might have work and a real life. You may not always be able to join us live, and that's okay. If you need to, you can always watch the recording from the day before and do this routine earlier in your day if that's what it takes. It's live is obviously more powerful, but the recording still works. And that's what matters, is that you spend this time intentionally. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to show up. Welcome to the routine. Let's become together. And if you need more information, just go ahead and go to routine.live. Now let's go. Oh, excuse me. All right. Can't wait to have another morning with you. And oh man, we just got up. This is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. It seems I love when I say it, that the joy of the Lord is my strength. It just, I think about what it means to have joy, to have it at this time in the morning, to just be present when we woke up on purpose. All right, so let us start with our breathing. I'm excited to do breathing today. There's just something about, I'm thinking we're now at day 32. So since we've done this at least one full month, I can absolutely say that I feel better. My body feels better. Just making sure that we're doing what we need to do as I'm doing my walking, as I'm doing my exercises, and this breathing is making a huge difference. And so I hope it's making it for you as long as you've been doing it. But I just wanted to say that now let's jump into some more. So core bodies. Breathe in. First breath. Welcome. Just alternating where I do it. doesn't seem like anywhere. I used to bring my phone in the room with me. I don't know why. I don't know, in case something out. Drink your water. Try to drink it. Another glass of real chocolate. Apple cider or two. So I woke up. When my home was warm, so we over my head. You did not. It's bitter water. You want it with you. Not pause and then grab it. Think about that. If you're getting this much water, that's the very first thing that your body gets. How happy is your body that you do that? All right, let's jump into our devotional for today. Here we're on day 32, and our title is Serving Without Being Seen. Serving without being seen. The verse for today is, your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. And that's from Matthew 6:4. Sometimes, when we serve, we want to go tell everybody that we did it. And remember that, and I don't think this was my rationale for why I did it. But I can remember when we would go down to serve on Christmas or serve on Thanksgiving, and then come back and tell her, hey, yeah, we just did this, and we did this instead of opening presents. But what about the things that you do when you're not seen? So God help me to serve without needing any recognition at all. To do because it's the right thing to do, not because it's popular, or it's the thing that I get to put on my resume. That I get to say, oh, I did all these wonderful things. Now, I'm not saying you should never tell anybody that you served at all, because especially if you are creating a movement and you need more volunteers and you need more help, and there's so many things that can happen that when we do serve, that if we're bringing along others with us, it absolutely has to be shouted out, told, getting others to help volunteer, why you did it, the feeling if you did it. Sometimes you're helping others and you're teaching others, hey, this is one of the greatest gifts that you can have, is serving. So if you're doing like mentoring and that kind of stuff, by all means, you need to make sure that you're telling somebody. But for most of the things that you just do in private, how are you serving? Have you ever done that thing where, I don't know if it's that thing, but sometimes I do it, where you're in a drive-through and you kind of notice that somebody might behind you might be trying to dig for change or something like that, and you just say, hey, I'd like to pay for the person behind me. Maybe it's not in a drive-through, maybe it's just in the restaurant or something like that, and they just made that pay. Or you go find a code or something and you take it to somebody. There's so many different ways to serve. And Bonhoeffer, in our book Together, emphasized hidden service as a heartbeat of community. Someone quietly served. I'm going to put this up so you can see what I'm looking at. Sorry. I don't know why that's so hard for me. I'm going to set like a thing in here that says I have to make sure that I click these buttons so that you all can see them, because that's so important that we do. So, all right, so you can see I just went back here. Where are we at? You can see it. Okay. Someone quietly served behind the scenes for years. When they left, everyone felt the gap. Like, who did that? Who used to do that? Even though few had noticed that the work was even getting done. They just knew it was there. Maybe it was somebody at church who just set up the stage and everything in the morning. It was all there. The guy was in the hospital and oh, who's going to do that today? You ever been in that situation? So I remember serving faithfully during a season when no one seemed to notice. I wouldn't have, it would, if it wouldn't, let me say, would have, there we go, been easy to pull back, to grow resentful. But over time, I realized that unseen service shaped my heart more than public recognition ever could. God was doing something in me while I was focused on helping others. So something that you did or you're done, and sometimes it's not that person even at work. I can remember, I don't drink coffee, but I remember I would go and I'd fill the pot up when I got there earlier, because I got there before everybody else did. I would fill it up. I would, make sure that it was ready, so when people came in, they could just pour it to themselves. I don't even know why I'm saying that today. I remember doing it for so long, and I don't know if everybody ever said thank you for making the coffee. They probably assumed in many cases that I was making it for me, because when you need coffee, a lot of people drink coffee, but I don't ever drink coffee. I mean, ever drink coffee. And so, for me to go out there and make it was something that God was doing something in me while I was focused on helping others. I never wanted anything for it. I said I hadn't brought it up for 20 some years and even thought about it, but just something that I was able to do. The connection is hidden faithfulness builds visible strength. When can you serve quietly today? Because we're thinking that's the invitation day. What can you do today? And maybe it's just something simple, something easy, but it begins that purpose of what am I doing to serve another person? It could be, hey, bringing your wife a cup of coffee. It could be, or your husband a cup of coffee, and you don't ever do it. It could be somebody that's close to you. It could be somebody that's out. You think, well, if we serve, we always have to serve, somebody who is in need, in great need. And that simply isn't the case. We serve mankind. We serve our community. We serve in ways that we do it because we love people. Again, not because we're trying to get recognition. So the practice, do one unseen act of service today. Jesus, let my service be in offering, not a performance. And may God honor what others never see. All right, let's jump back into some breathing and music back on. Go a little bit deeper into it. With the whole belly and chest. One arm on the belly, one arm on the chest. Feel it go in. Just want you to really feel your belly expand. Need this today. World around you. Very close to normal rest, maybe a little bit more than we usually do. Stopping everything and listen. Who can I serve today? Listen to God's voice. Jump into, okay, before we jump into, we got to drink our water. So go ahead and grab your water. Drink a little bit slower. So good. All right, now let's move into our gratitude. And so, if you're doing these with me, I want you to write down and think about what you're thankful for. Type in what you think you're thankful for. Meditate on what you're thankful for this morning. As I read mine, maybe you say some of these same things out loud. On my hot water. for my life and health. Thank you, God, that I woke up today. I am grateful for life and for the body that continues to function with purpose and strength. Thank you for my head and breathe. Not my head, my heart beating, my lungs breathing, my brain processing, my nervous system regulating, and my cells renewing. Thank you for helping me stay aware of how my health supports everything else in my life. Thank you for guiding me to maintain healthy rhythms, movement, nourishment, rest, and focus so that my body continues to support my calling with clarity and endurance. I'm thankful for my family and relationships. I'm thankful for my family, my wife, my children, my grandchildren, my parents, my in-laws, and the stability that they bring to my life. Thank you for shared moments, shared responsibility, and shared growth. Thank you for helping me continue to invest in my relationships. Thank you for guiding me to be present, patient, and intentional in how I connect with others. I'm grateful for every person you have placed in my life. When I think about provision, Lord, I thank you for the provision of my life, for the food that nourishes me, for the home that brings peace, transportation that provides freedom, and safety that allows me to rest. Thank you for consistency in meeting my needs and for the stability it provides. I thank you for the folks that I will get to speak to tonight when we're in connection. I thank you for guiding me to remain aware of the things that you've given me and to be thankful and grateful that is evenly the daily evidence that you care about that. Lord, I thank you for my finances. I'm grateful for financial provision and opportunity. Thank you for the income that is provided, the resources, and the ability to manage finances responsibly. Thank you for helping me remain disciplined and thoughtful in how I use it. Thank you for guiding my financial decisions so they continue to align with stewardship, responsibility, and long-term purpose for my family, my community, and some of the people that I will never see. And that's the impact, right? I thank you for you taking that money and you placing it where it needs to go. I thank you for purpose and impact. I'm thankful that I get to live with people today and live boldly with purpose. I get to embark on my journey to freedom today. I thank you that my experiences, consistency, and obedience continue to help others become the person that you created them to be. I thank you for guiding me to recognize, demonstrate, not just declare what purposeful living looks like. I'm grateful that my life continues to have meaning beyond myself. And thank you for this day and the continued work you are doing in my life. Thank you for helping me become the person that you created. All right, let's jump into our affirmations here. All right. Where you at, affirmations? Here we are. Here. I am becoming the person my future requires. I am becoming the person requires. And of course, you're doing these with me. I'm becoming the person my future requires. Yes, I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I am consistent, not perfect. I am consistent. Oh, I need to make sure you guys can see these. There we go. I am consistent, not perfect. I am consistent, not perfect. I am consistent, not perfect. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. I am connected to God, to myself, and to others. I am connected to God, to myself, and to others. I am connected to God, to myself, and to others. Hope you're doing these with me. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I'm telling you, I finish what I start. I wake up on purpose and live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I have to say these out loud, right? I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I speak life into myself and to others. I speak life into myself and to others. I speak life into myself and to others. I make space for stillness and clarity. I make space for stillness. I make space for stillness and clarity. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I choose courage over comfort. I choose courage over comfort. I choose courage over comfort. I make meaningful connections every day. I make meaningful connections every day. I make meaningful connections every day. Every day I make meaningful connections. I take responsibility for who I'm becoming. I take responsibility for who I am becoming. I take responsibility for who I am becoming. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to do and become who God made me to be. I am right where I am supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me. God has already placed me in, is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. And that's because I live in abundance, because there is no lack, because God's provision is everywhere and in all things. I live in abundance because there is no lack, because God's provision is everywhere and in all things. I live in abundance because there is no lack, because God's provision is everywhere and in all things. And then I get to count it all joy knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and fulfill His purpose in me and through me. I count it all joy knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill His purpose in me. I count it all joy knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill His purpose in me and through me. All right, let's jump into our word of today. Let me get over here. I don't know if I put the right one up, so I need to I'm going to put this down for a second and grab my word of today to make sure that for whatever reason it disappeared and it didn't come up. So I'm going to jump on it real quick. So just take a couple breaths while I grab it. I brought the wrong one up. We did kindness yesterday. Oh, that one was so fun that we did kindness. Not the right one. It's my word. And today is going to be humility. We haven't done humility yet, but I grabbed the wrong one. So thank you for being patient. There it is. Okay. Sorry about that. So humility, let me put it back up so you can see it. Stage. Didn't want you to have to see me, sweetie. Kindness, humility. So humility is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. Let me say it one more time because it makes so much sense to say it this way. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. So we still have to have that presence about ourselves, that who we are and that we are enough. So we're not thinking less of ourselves. We're just thinking of yourself less. So example, humility creates space for others. It opens the door to understanding and it deepens trust by shifting focus outward instead of inward. So when we talked about in our devotional today of serving others without us having to get recognition, humility would be part of that because it creates that space for others. It opens the door to understanding and it deepens trust by shifting focus outward instead of inward. So if we're focused on serving somebody else instead of the recognition that we would get by serving others, in that same sentence, this humility shows how that works, what we talked about in a devotional today. So I remember a conversation where I was waiting for my turn to talk instead of truly listening. Have you ever been there and somebody says something and you can't wait to say what you're thinking? I was on a podcast yesterday where I was listening to other folks on the panel talking, and I caught myself thinking, man, I can't wait to answer this question. When's it going to be my turn? When's it going to be my turn? Me. You remember that when you were a kid and you're going me? Well, I'm a 60-year-old man and I'm still going me. And then, but what I realized is by me doing that, in the moment, I caught myself going, wait a minute. I'm so busy trying to cultivate my thoughts and what I'm going to say, as if what I was going to say was more important than what the person who was talking was going to say. And then I realized if I just listened and listened to what his heart was and what he was saying, and what actually happened when I did that is it changed me even needing to say something. But then when I did say something, it was totally different than what I thought I needed to say in that moment. So the moment I stopped trying to be impressive and started being curious, relationship deepened, humility didn't shrink me, it expanded my connection. Now I have a better connection with that person yesterday because I listened and I responded to what he was saying instead of what I was saying. And so today I want you to make a connection by asking someone else how they're really doing. Then listen without trying to fix it, without trying to change it, without trying to, how about I just understand? So make a connection today by asking somebody purposely how they're really doing. And if they say fine, what does fine mean? Have you ever asked anybody that? I say, how you doing? Fine? I'm doing all right. What does all right mean? And then listen. Don't do it and that's kind of we change, our perspective, our automated routine is when we break the cycle of what we normally say. How you doing? I'm good. What does it mean? And they have to respond to that, and they're not used to it. You have to think in their mind, what does good mean? So your promise for yourself can be anything that you want to do today. It doesn't matter to me what you want to do. It can be absolutely anything that you want to do. You're good, but I'm going to give you what I'm doing today. I'm listening without redirecting the conversation back to myself. So how about you do that today if you can't think of what that promise is? Okay, so I want you to make that promise. I am going to listen without rejecting the conversation back to me. That's part of humility. I'm going to say it. I'm going to out loud. I'm going to listen without rejecting the conversation back to me. And I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down and then make sure you do it before you go to bed. Again, today's word is humility. Sorry, it took me a couple seconds to get it up. But humility, and we go back to our word of this day. Not the word, the devotional, where we're talking about serving without recognition. All right, so we're getting ready to listen to the song that we listen to every day. And I just want to make sure that if you can't listen to it, you got to go, or you got to run, that I want to tell you that, my friend, you are God's greatest gift. He wants to love on you. Let him love on you like crazy today. Oh my gosh, feel all the things that he has to do. You were born for greatness. You are also the answer to somebody else's prayer. And as an answer to somebody else's prayer, I just want you to be aware. I want you to be aware of where you're at and how you interact and what you do, because you don't know how that's going to show up. It's a smile to the clerk that's at the grocery store. It's a smile to the person who's serving you through the drive-in. I don't know what it is. Let God take care of that. You just need to be ready, able, and willing to participate in it. All right, let's get our song all queued up. Oh my gosh, that one. I usually have this all keyed up, but for whatever reason this morning it just took me a little bit of extra time. So we're going to put here, and we're going to go to here. Usually it comes up right there. Nope, I went too far over. Sorry about that. It's right there.
Yeah. Dr.B in the building. We're becoming the person now. Let's go. Woke up with a purpose, sunlight on my face. The God who made the universe still knows me by my name. Every step is kingdom, every breath is grace. I do not rush the process, I just run in my own lane. 2 ears, 1 mouth, so I listen first. Hurting people hurt people, so I speak the healing words. I am a coach, a friend, a brother, a guide, helping people break the limits that were living inside. You have to be the one before you do the thing. Identity before assignment, that is how freedom sings. Every story is sacred, every life unique, and they do not care what you know until they know you are listening. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the podcast to the people, I pray for every day. Purpose in my heartbeat, purpose in my name. I am becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom stays. From mile-high flights to Chicago nights, from track lines chalk to the chaplain's light. 250 men with stories that ignite, now living boldly with purpose taking off in sight. Relationship first, that is the way I lead. Connection is the soil where the soul gets freed. I am a husband, father, and granddad too. 30 people at Thanksgiving, that's what love can do. I say you are God's greatest gift because it is true. Every room gets brighter when you walk through. I am living this mission until the final breath, helping others rise so their best becomes their next step. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the pastures to the people, person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom stays. From Denver to the nations, let the good news spread. Faith over fear, that is the voice in my head. If you knew the stories and the places I have been, you would know every setback was a setup to win. I show up with bass and I show up with fire. I show up with truth for the ones who inspire. Legacy in motion, generations rise. God's fingerprints are all over my life. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Walking in the promise He keeps over me. Every step is purpose, every breath is praise. And the world gets brighter when we live this way. We are becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where our freedom stays. Let's go! Dr.B. Becoming the person. Every day.
All right. Well, you all have an amazing, awesome, incredible, wonderful, awestruck day. And we'll talk to you at the same time tomorrow.